The poem Never can be divided into three parts. The first part described grief. Grief was described as a weight like a kilo bag of sugar compressing the lungs. Secondly, it's compared to a water-smoothed stone that fits perfectly in the palm of one's hand. Thirdly, grief was compared to the heaviest of winter coats that refuse to keep out the chill or the cold. These three comparisons shows that the poetess was weighed down by grief. Grief was heavy. The second part shows that the poet is waking up in the present. Her friend having died, she woke up and she heard the bird song through the early morning mist. She got up, heard the songbird, and remembered the last words which her friend had written to her before she died. She had written, "It's good to be positive and looking ahead, Lynne." Those were her dead friend's last words. Now the next part, which is the last part, shows what the poetess had decided to do after she had accepted her friend's death. So here I am running the lanes looking for all the things I would have shared with you. The planting of young laurels along the hedgerow on St. Vincent's Lane, the way the moss had grown sparsely on one side of the stone bridge but thickly on the other, and now someone has laid a plank across the stream to cross from bank to bank. She realized that life goes on and she started running along the lanes looking for the things that she would have shared with her friends, like the planting of young laurel trees along the hedgerow, how someone had been planting laurel trees along the hedgerow on St. Vincent's Lane, how the way the moss had grown sparsely or thinly on one side of the stone bridge but thickly on the other, and how someone has laid a plank or a blank piece of wood across the stream to cross from bank to bank. These are the little everyday things that she notices and would have shared with her dead friend had she still been alive. Then she said, "I think I understand now that grief remains with us. Grief never really leaves. And I never had to say, 'Don't go, please stay,' because you never left me." She realized that the memory of her friend and their friendship would always be precious to her, and that her friend's soul would never really leave her. Then she started talking to her dead friend as if she was alive. She said, "Ma'am, the white wood anemones are like a carpet of stars. Anemones are brightly colored flowers." She describes them as looking like a carpet of stars. Soon the bluebells. The poem ends there, seemingly as if the sentence is incomplete. This shows that, realizing that her friend's spirit is with her, she decides to go on and talk and communicate with her friend as if she had still been alive. This is how she handles her grief. Thus, the poem beautifully expounds the grief that one feels at the loss of a loved one.